An important topic when managing context is understanding primary and secondary instances. When a context is created, an arrow is shown as a visual cue in both the instance list in the assembly and the feature list of the Parts Studio. This arrow indicates these parts or features have in-context references. There are two types of arrows, a solid arrow and a dashed arrow that display on components in the assembly instance list. A solid arrow indicates the primary instance of the context, and a dashed arrow indicates secondary instances. The primary instance determines how the assembly context is positioned in the Parts Studio. The assembly context is brought into the Parts Studio in the same position and orientation as the assembly with respect to the primary instance. The primary instance anchors the ghosted assembly in the Parts Studio. Other parts in your Parts Studio are secondary, and their position with respect to the assembly is not used for that anchor point of the overall assembly context. The primary instance is defined by the first part in a Parts Studio when selecting the assembly tool to create a new Parts Studio in context, or by the part that is right-clicked on in the assembly to create the context. You may change the primary instance to another part also contained in the assembly that is defined in the same Parts Studio. Choose a part that is least likely to be deleted from the assembly for the primary instance. You cannot update a context without a primary instance. If a part is deleted that was the primary instance, the context cannot be updated until a new primary instance is chosen. To change the primary instance, right-click any other part in the Parts Studio and select Set as Primary Instance. The solid arrow displays on that instance now.